No, what are you doing? Oh, yeah? You got your eye on me, do you? What if I vanish? You watch the cat? Oh, I guess so. I guess Mosley is back there. What? Well, I'm up here and you're down there. You know how this works. What a needy cat. Needy child. Game still seems low volume. Could it be? Could it be a game that doesn't blast your eardrums? Strange concept. Frame rate. Let's get up to 165. You never wanted kids? Well, this kid is a little fluffy. What if I set everything to ultra? Surely I can handle it, right? It won't break my computer. Auto aim? Is this cheating? Rogs mode. Okay. What? She's so needy. What? Yeah, come over here. This child. Such a needy child. What? Yeah. A needy child. Don't show everyone your butt. That's just not very decent. It's not a very decent thing to do. My goodness. Okay, no, the volume's in a good place right now. We're not going to adjust the volume. Please, let's not do that. Adriana, no, don't show everyone your butt. Don't show everyone your butt. That's lewd. Are you going to lay down or no? What are you doing? Hey, oi. What are you doing? I can't use the keyboard like that. Over here. Not ideal, she says. You probably do need chili powder for that, yeah. Okay, are you... I can't really use the keyboard like that. I'm gonna need this. Okay, what? It's really not a very convenient position for me. Okay, can you put your tail somewhere else? Okay. I don't know how hard game is. Now the other cat is here. You're getting out various bags, and they all sound like treat bags. So the result is you will have cats around. He thinks you have something for him. Look at him. Look at him. Aww. Look at him. He thinks you something for him. Guess we'll get the chest. Go this way. My soul is getting stronger. Disciple of the spear, the bow, or the shuriken. Try the bow. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. The fuck is this game? It's Vampire Survivors. Except different. 3% power multiplier. Magic wand. The clover. Critical gold gain. Drop chance. I have no idea what to pick. Advanced card details. This evolves into whatever that is. Holy frig. What about this? Use the power of magic tagged weapon. I don't have a magic tagged weapon though. Let's just click on the clover. We're gaming out of control. Can I break the box? No. No one cares. What box? Size up. Increase my base critical chance. Sure. I can't remember if I picked the spear or the bow. I think I picked the bow. Ooh. Projectile duration multiplier? That doesn't seem it. Pickup radius? That doesn't seem very much it either. At least not yet. Maybe it will be. In the future. For now I need more dam. My dam is poop. We'll be right back. Guys, chat. My wife started to make chili. What do you think? What do you think? What ingredient do you think she didn't have? The chili part. Oh shit. More bow. Bow, go up. Oh, look, twice the bow. Raiding enemies' weak points and completed some kind of milestone. I get my XP. Rust. Base defense piercing. Oh. Aiming. Why are these tagged with fire? What is this? Stardew Valley? No. No. More power. Lower attack speed. Kind of like Clover. But I think we need our power to go up. Some enemies are not dying immediately, and I don't like that. I dislike this. Stage is ending. Oh no. Rust is a good game. I'm not a Rust enjoyer, personally. My soul is getting stronger. Muscle. Lands. Bow. I'm going to click bow. Let's get chest. I like chest. Automatically attract 50% of all leftover soul gems. Okay. Some XP. Get some gold coin. Dash. Weapon polish. Yeah, sure. Let's get some of that. Soul is getting stronger. Increase the equipped weapon's attack speed by 25%. Seems good. I like that idea. Needs to be linked. Game menu. Oh, yeah, it was automatically linked to my bow, so that's okay. My bow is shooting very rapidly. See, that pickup radius was good. So good. Accuracy. Base power, base defense. Critical chance. Like critical chance before critical damage, yeah? You think? Blub, blub, blub. Time left 8 seconds. What? That's not very long. Projectile duration? No. That. Perhaps the void again. I need to go back there and collect some things. God, don't hurt me. I have a very large radius now. I like it. Being murdered. That is bad. Power multiplier. Would it be Vampire Survivors? Would that be the game you're thinking of? That's the game that started this genre. Slow enemies hit. No, more bow. More bow. Do I want to go to the gold coin or the question mark shop? Let's go to the shop. Heal? What's my situation? Am I a low health? A little bit. Okay, let's heal. Now what? Magic wand, durability, void. I want to select a card. I guess I'll increase my critical chance. Void up. Alright. Next stage. You gotta kill 320 monsters and optionally collect 5 monster fangs. How will you do that? There's a monster fang. I'm fearing for my life. I'm in a bad state. Things are going poorly. I get the feeling my build is not enough. I think I need more. Size up. Killed the big mob. I killed an elite. My soul is getting stronger. Size up some more. Am I turning the corner? I thought I was dead. Size up again. Size up, OP. We're sizing up to the challenge. We've collected all of the monster fangs. More bow. We're doing it. I've obtained a buff. Oh. Aiming, I guess. Nice. More bow or a bow more. Fuck. I could do for some bow more too, to be honest. Both would be good. Select a car. bow more. Clover? Aiming? Clover? Next stage. 420 monsters. Oh my god, that is a large monster. Murder him. Murder for the loot. Size up. Size up. Size up is where it's at. OP. Ever since I started clicking size up, we've been sizing up. Go more. My character is starting to ascend. Leprechaun's hat. Drop chance multiplier. Just go aiming again. I think it lets me like pierce enemies, which is really good. I have to do the hat. It's the day. Unfortunately, I did not pick the hat. It is the day, though. You're not wrong. Forged iron. More power. Quick, get the extra loot. Black blood. Attack speed. Base critical damage. What's my critical chance? 26%. Give me attack speed. Alright, let's do the boss, dude. Let's do it. Or I guess it's not a boss, it's elite enemies. Kill 5 elite enemies. Absolutely. I will murder this elite enemy. Slam him down. Leprechaun's hat. Or the clover. This doesn't give me any damage. This gives me damage. This gives me some health regen, though. I could use some health regen. I want the clover, though. Clover gives me damage. I like damage. I need to kill more. Level up. Die, elite enemy. Oh, level up. Level up the wind boots. Watch me murder them. Murder. Funny mushroom. Big power multiplier. Big projectile speed reduction. Ooh, that's not it. Look, the clover's pretty close, okay? It's the right day for the clover, too. Split? Split? Inflict contact damage during dash. I cannot dash. That's the issue with that. What's this? Oh, it's just a chest. Well, chest or chest? I guess it's chest. Saint's Shinbone. Heal when you level up. Oh, that's big. Arcane Beam. Charge and cast a powerful beam in the aimed direction. Is that it? Fortress. Or we just keep stacking our aiming.
I'm a Prime customer.
Oh,
what's above being a Prime customer?
What's above being a Prime customer? I only play pre-rolls. What do you mean? I played the least amount of ads possible. Yeah, you have to watch an ad to get into the stream if you don't sub. I'm sorry. I can't turn it off. Would you rather have 3 minutes of ads every hour? That's the other option. Thank you for being a customer. I really appreciate it. What was that? Twitch TV stuff is happening. I'm on Twitch TV if you're so curious. Fox Fluff. Kept repeating. Nice. You may want to make sure you get your taxes done. I mean, you didn't work part of the year. You should get some refund, I would think, right? I find that insulting. Do I take the arcane beam? What am I supposed to fucking do? It's epic. Cannot charge another beam while your beam is active. It says it's a ranged weapon with a projectile. It's like in my wheelhouse. We'll take it. Use your mouse to aim your weapons. Okay. Practice. Attack speed. Power multiplier. Sure. Soul is getting stronger. Cardio. We get some base power. Oh, I see. I see my beam now. Wait, what the hell's that? I've been blessed. Yeah. Dude, my character is popping off. Beam him. Zzz. Reduce my pickup distance. No. That's a lot of XP, though. I'm still picking this fucking thing. I'm doing so much damages. Murdering so many. I don't even need this beam. Where's the elite monsters? Show me them. More beam. More critical. I don't need a dash. I'm not a noob. Saint's Pelvis. Heal at the end of each stage. Okay. Lightweight. Attack speed minus defense. That's a lot of attack speed. Beam width go up. More beams, man. More beams. Feeling so confident. I'm gonna go for the boss. Fear my beam. Move speed? Why not? Compromise. +2 base projectiles. That's like a super split. I don't need like too many more projectiles, I don't think. I'm hitting lots of stuff already. I need the projectiles to just slap more, I think. I have enough projectiles that things are dying around me. I just need the projectiles to do more damage. I don't know if they like overlap. They're like multiple things hit the same target. I don't know if they do that. Did my taxes a month ago. Had to pay the IRS thousands. Independent. Oh, yeah. 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 We pretty much like nothing happens. That's pretty much what happens when I file my taxes, honestly. Usually I get back like a non... I get a refund, but it's like such a low amount that it's like, it's not anything. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Ice Nova. Or a bigger beam. Slow moving nova of icicles around itself. Do I just want beam bigger though? It says it's heroic, that must mean it's good. It says projectiles, that must mean it's good. Let's try it. I mean, those things look like they suck. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I'm not feeling so confident anymore. I was slapping and now I'm not really slapping. A bigger beam. That's all we need. We just need a fatter and fatter beam. That'll fix everything. I've actually killed way more elites than I have to. I'm just waiting on the timer. Maybe projectile size is good with like this like Ice Nova thing. Keep clicking Ice Nova. Maybe we'll turn the corner. Attack stay when everything is due, technically, yeah. Area size or beam. Do I go for this? Am I feeling confident? Doing it. I'm a little bitch. Look how big my beam is getting. It's murdering. I earned so much gold for my lucky charms. I'm rich. Yeah? You like that? Like when my beam gets bigger? Wow, that was like not even stage. Alright, let's go. Gotta kill some champions. Here's one. Okay, that wasn't hard. I can't resist my giant beam. Like straight for me. Wasn't hard at all. Low pressure. Okay. Points? What do you mean points? Exclamation mark points. What do you mean? You scoring points? I think that ice orb thing kind of sucks. But I could be wrong. Yeah, I see it get shot at every once in a while and it doesn't fucking do anything. You said exclamation mark points and then you said a bunch of random numbers and then something in Arabic. Okay. You know, I'm not sure what that means. Is this League of Legends Swarm? Absolutely. Does that game mode still exist? Or is that like a temporary meme? Limited time. You know, if they just kept around all those game modes permanently, it's like no one would have to play any other game. Arena is good. Is it fun? Every time I like go into Discord and I see someone streaming, it's always someone's either Brian or whoever's streaming that arena shit. Let's see. Hand of the Cheater. Area multiplier. Lightweight. More beam. Make my beam bigger. Make my man faster. I like area 2. Slow? 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 Reroll? Area? Stone skin? No pressure? Time for the boss? Area? Let's go. The boss is over here, potentially. Let's fight, boss. What's happening? Charge altars to summon the boss. Oh, okay. I gotta kill guys in the circle. While I'm in the circle. Okay, let's go to the other altar. Look how large my beam is now. Holy. Soon Piccolo won't have shit on me. Slay the boss. There he is. Goblin Shaman. A very spooky boss, the Goblin Shaman. Fucking give me some speed. Got to go to work? Alright. Thanks for hanging out there, Blocks Fluff. Where is he? Oh, he's over here. Fuck. There he is. He's teleporting around. He's summoning goblins. He's getting murdered. I'm murdering him. He's casting some kind of fireworks. He's got a shield. He keeps porting around. Holy shit. Get murdered, boss. Eat it. Arcane beam bigger. Yes. I'll keep clicking on this even though it's... Is this Roblox? No, I don't think so. Last I checked. Thanks for the like, though. I got 217 soul stones. We did it. Is that it? We did a run? Okay. I guess we did a run. On an F-tier world. How do I get out of here? What did the most damage? Do I have some hot stats? Game info? Stats? To tell me like what weapon was the best? Not really. Can I get out now? Okay. Oh, here it is. Bow still did the most damage. Yeah, this Ice Nova thing kind of sucked. Okay, so now I can spend some tokens in my soul shop. I've unlocked E. Power. Okay. That's it. That's all we can do for right now. I can do an E rank. The last pack of chili powder. Wait, can I go like a different zone? Hold on. I died? That doesn't... I did not die. Oh, now I can play as a duelist. What does that do? I only have 4 weapon slots? Oh, this guy had up to 8 weapon slots? Well, shit. Upon taking fatal damage, if your HP is greater than 1, survive at 1 HP and come unkillable. Okay. He's got some kind of like cheat death mechanic. The rest of the stats seem the same. Except he can't use as many weapons. So if I go on F again, can I go to like a different... like 1? Like can I go to a different... What was that thing? I thought maybe I could go to like a different zone. Or maybe it's by character. If I pick... Did not die, I just restarted. I'm farming achievements. If I pick this guy, I can go to like a different zone. Oh, it still wants me to go to this zone. Huh. Okay, well, let's try the other guy. On E rank. Alright, so here's the big one right here. Here, and oh, there's like a multi one. I wonder what gets the most loot, this thing or this thing? We'll go like boom, 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 boom. What's this? Am I able to spend my money? Oh, there is a shop here. There's no like shop up here anywhere. Oh, there is right here. Okay, yeah, so we're good. That's a good route. We go bow again because bow is so good. Or we do shurikens. Are we a magician? Let's try shurikens. Oh yeah. Size up. Death aura. Deals continuous damage to enemies near you. Garlic? Garlic? Garlic big? Damage mitigation, move speed. Summon blades made of wind. I don't know if I want to like just pick all my like weapons right at first. I only have 4 weapons. Whatever. Yeah, I should have took defense. Been a garlic user. should probably take a dash, but... I don't need it yet. Get him, get him, get him, get him. Yes. Enter the stench of garlic. Slow? I wonder if garlic slows. I still have to take this weapon every time it pops up. I don't know when they cap out, but with only 4 weapons, I'm gonna have to make good use. No! My XP! Rune of Heaviness. Plus damage, plus knockback. Can I make my garlic knockback? Do we even want that? Sharp edge. Use some pickup. Area? I mean, plus base projectiles with no downside seems pretty good. Slay the Spire meets Vampire Survivors. Yeah, it seems like that. Except the, like... The bosses seem like they're a lot more interesting. But that being said, I never really played, like, the DLC shit for Vampire Survivors. I don't know if, like, the later designs of Vampire Survivors are more interesting. But... I noticed, like, some of the bosses were kind of cool in this game. Heal up! I don't feel like Vampire Survivors has any bosses. Okay. Have you tried, like, the DLC content? Because, like, it seemed like when I watched the DLC content, it's like a crazy different game. Like, to be clear, I've never played Vampire Survivors long enough to, like, get to any of the tarot cards. So I don't know, like, anything that happens after that. Yeah, I mean, somewhat. Somewhat that's just going to be, like, how the game is, though, I think, right? Like, if you have an OP build in any version, any, like, iteration of this game, it's just going to be, like, don't get hit. Your weapon kills them, you know, right? That's literally how the game is designed. Oh, there's a knockback weapon? I don't know. Okay, so I have to, like, equip this to my weapon, right? It got put on Shuriken. Do I want it on Windblade instead? Wait. Is it on both now? Can it get applied to 2 things because it's boots? Is that how it works? Yeah, okay. I don't know. Holy water in the book, easy win every time. I don't know if I have enough money really for this, but... Did the aura go up? Yeah, I think I'm a garlic user, even though that really doesn't seem like what this character wants to do, but... Slippery skin. You're slippery. See, attack speed doesn't help garlic, I don't think. But I'll take it anyway. I'm getting all kinds of level ups. What the fuck happened? I got so much XP from that elite mob. Guess I'm fighting the elite mob kind of early. Maybe that's why they're like taking so long to die, is because this is actually pretty early to fight them. I don't know. Ow, that hurt. Fuck. I flirted with disaster. There it is. My garlic is powering up. Oh, what the fuck? Jesus Christ. What the hell just hit me? There's fireworks back there, dude. Who's fucking shooting off fucking firecrackers, man? Those goblins got a ranged attack. Jesus. Modify quick weapon stats. Plus damage, minus range. That seems like so much damage. Like... Can I put that on multiple things or no? No, this one I can only put on one. Or is this the only one I can even apply it to? Fire. Yeah, it won't let me move it. It like doesn't apply to these other ones. So addicting? It can be. Being said, I never really, again, like, I never really got into, like, the ultra late Vampire Survivor stuff. My garlic is getting very big, though. We're gonna have to figure out our single target, though. Because our single target seems like friggin' donkey. Rock and stone to the bone? Are you a YouTube enjoyer, Thor? Holy fuck. I don't know if this affects garlic. Let's take the damage resistance. Because apparently there's ranged goblins back there that are just hammering me. I kind of hate this weapon. I think if this character again, I wouldn't have chosen this, like, Windblade thing, man. It sucks. It only goes, like, horizontal. I hate that. Holy fuck, that's a lot of damage. I mean, 10% area reduction is not that big of a deal. I keep clicking area, like the regular area. Holy fuck. God, the ranged attacks, man. But that's a lot of damage. Oh, plus damage. Oh my god, I'm being murdered. Someone's pretending to be me on YouTube? Oh no.
I'm gonna contact the admins and they're gonna ban you from the server.
Damage mitigation, move speed multiplier, base health. I guess it's a base health kind of time. This build is like not working. I want to click this again. Void Spirit. That seems big. I don't know. Health regen and shit. Maybe. Yeah, it's the hot new Vampire Survivors. Other Vampire Survivors. I'll get that thing again, I don't know. Doesn't really seem it. Head bash. Power defense. Reduce XP. Just give me this one. Healthy. Is it time to dash? Let's start slowing things. I think that makes sense. Getting so much fucking level ups. What the hell? Average. What the hell does this do? Plus power multiplier, plus defense piercing multiplier. I can't crit. Oh, it's like a you can't crit thing. That's okay. Maybe I'm like not doing that sort of thing. I don't know what things like affect this weapon that I have. I kind of think everything affects it, maybe. I don't know. It says it cannot deal critical damage. Doesn't that mean that, like, something like average is goated? Oh. See, this thing doesn't do anything. Let's go dash. See, I don't know if this does anything. Wow, what the fuck? Those ranged goblins, man. Gotta watch out for those projectiles, dude. They're fucking nasty, dude. Ow! I'm so fucking dead. Oh. Oh, oh. I got some health. Leveling up. And I hate Windblade. Holy Jesus. None of these seem it. Lightning boots. Four dash charges, we did it. Are we black blooding again? Just all the black blood? I need more AoE, but my garlic is working. Just the range on it's a little low. But anything that comes close to me is just dead. It would be nice if the area was a little bigger, though. But I do have a lot of tank. It's just these ranged goblins, man. These fuckers with the ranged attack? That's actually the problem. Where's that little shit? I have to maybe just dash on top of them or something. I don't know. I think this helps my garlic. I should probably take that. I mean my death aura. Sorry. More armor polish. Come into my web, my pretty. Come into my domain. Ah, yes, feeling a little slow, are you? Stop hitting me. Fucking these goblin fucks right here. I'm just gonna dash into them, dude. That'll fix it. I have enough. I've stacked enough of this blood that it kind of seems like my HP kind of ratchets right back up when I lose health. So. I hate this, like, wind sword weapon, man. Never picking that ever again. Ow. As soon as I take damage, I know these little fuckers are around somewhere, dude. Can't see it because the game's a clusterfuck. As soon as I take damage, I just know those ranged goblins are in there somewhere. Kill 1,640 monsters. Man, I try to do like the hardest encounters to get the most benefit, and then once you go back to these like not hard encounters, it's like, oh, this isn't hard. Ow. These fuckers. Sure, practice. Got my eyes on the lookout for little shitty goblins. Little ranged fucks. There's one right there. Ow. I see that fucker. Maybe it's just this, so I increase the damage I care about. There's the garlic damage. Sharpening stone. What's that? Show some durability. Survive 1 minute and 39 seconds. I definitely made way less money this round, and I think it's just because last time I had so many of those cash hunting clovers. And this time I have like some kind of thing that increases my XP, but like reduces my coinage. So this shop isn't going to be the best, but surely it'll still be good enough. See those goblins back there. Fucking got him. I think my one disappoint is my garlic is not that big, but it's because I reduced the size of it to give it like a huge damage bonus. So it's like kind of worth, I guess. And this fucking like horizontal line missile weapon, I hate that. Yo, thanks for the roses, brother. Your name looks like a bar of soap. I'm not sure if that's what you want me to call you. Soap bar. Thanks, soap bar. I appreciate it. It's just soap, okay. Alright, good shop. Adventurer's license. Shop contains more items. Mask of Steel Shuriken. Just give me a random card selection. Mask of Steel. Can I afford to reroll? Or do I just buy this shit? Let's reroll. When you're moving, +5 base defense, +50% attack speed. That or the rest of these things? Oh, I'll get one anyway. This game looks interesting. What's it on? I'm on PC right now. This is on PC. It's like Steam, yeah. Base defense piercing. Shuriken, why not? Alright. Another go with the old gobbo. Ooh, more tank. There's 3 altars this time. Is it going to be a different I guess it's a higher level, right? Yeah, this is like E rank or whatever. And last time I did F rank. So it's like a higher level one or whatever. I haven't played a game like this since Vampire Survivors. Yeah, it's really similar to Vampire Survivors. It's like Vampire Survivors, but it's like got a Slay the Spire kind of map thing going on with it. Sure, durability. All your upgrades and abilities stack within a run, yeah. So it's like you do a run, and you build your character for the run. But then once it's like you do a Slay the Spire run, right? And everything stacks for that run. But once the run's over, then you like restart. So you do multiple maps and everything stacks until the run's over. Alright, Gobbo. Oh, he's gonna shoot some kind of beam at me? What the hell's that? Okay, oh, okay, that's different. He didn't do that last time. He definitely did not do that last time. Oh, ow? Ow? Okay, that was fucking rude. I'm gonna have, like, really high mitigation, or else I would have got fucking deleted by that, probably. Okay, okay. Okay, he's got his shield up, and he's doing this thing again. Whoa! Whoa! Where'd he go? He was over there. What's he doing? Oh shit. Fuck. Whoa! Okay. Thank God I got so many dashes. Okay, so yeah, so last time I just did that one zone. And then it was over. But it seems like now we're gonna go to the next zone. And I still have all of my stuff. So this is like a second zone, but we're still stacking all the same stuff from the last one. And it seems like there's much more paths to go here. Still don't know what that tree thing is. My build's kind of scuffed for a multi-area thing. So what do we want to do here? If we want to hit the big ones, say we want to hit here, and then like it doesn't matter. So like maybe this chest. If I do that, I can't get over to this guy. I guess that's okay. Then maybe we'll go... Oh, no, I can't. Can't do that. I have to go... Cache... Chest this guy. And then go like question mark, this guy, here. I don't know if it's better to like... I don't know what this like triple encounter means. I don't know what that means. Or whatever this is, this like tree. Maybe I should like go through the tree just to see Check this game out. I get paid tomorrow. Nice. Yeah, it seems pretty cool. Maybe instead we'll just so that I am learning about what the fuck's going on. Maybe we'll go through here this run. Just so that I can like learn what these symbols mean. The triple and the tree. I won't get a shop that way though. I'll get a shop here, but I'm like my build is like a shitty gold build anyway. Like I don't get very much gold, so it's like not that big of a deal, I guess. Sand armor. Hey, that's kind of dope. Sure, sand armor. We're obliterating. What this? Rogue. That's what they call it. We're murdering. Our XP gain seems really poop though. These things are not worth very much XP. Yeah, I am. I'm playing Righteous Fire right now. I'm trying to get some more gem levels so that my Righteous Fire is bigger. Power multiplier, yes. More power. Shop price is reduced by 50%. Holy. More power. Give me more power. Oh my god, more power. Shit. More power. More power. Reduce enemy projectile damage by 50%. Yes. Yes, I need this. I need this desperately. More power. More dashes? I might need more dashes, but I see here the words more power. Dodge me up. Crate's broken. I need to break some crates. How? More sand armor. My damage mitigation is getting quite big. Come here, eagle. Maybe I need more dashes. Base defense. Power multiplier? Apparently I've broken some crates. I don't know how. Or where. Base power? I mean, this thing has power multiplier on it too. Villagers in danger. Alright, we fight the monsters. Of course we'll fight the monsters. Trade-off. No. I'm actually okay with some health here. I feel like something is going to do damage to me, and I just want to have some more. I have lots of damage reduction, but if I could just have some more base health too, that's like good. And I have a lot of a regen multiplier, so regen is good too. Holy shit, look at that power multiplier. Does it still say... Oh yes, it's going up. I feel like it go up. Hero Siege soon. XP gain penalty. It's like not that big of a deal, honestly. My XP gain right now is like in the stratosphere, so that's why like I get no XP. My level's so high. Put away on that sand armor, I guess. I'm doing good damage, and I have really good mitigation, I think, so if I do get hit, it won't be too big of a deal. What does this give me? Each tainted card increases your max health multiplier and health regen multiplier. Do I have tainted cards? What is considered a tainted card? Not sure. Shop. Limit break service? Oh, if I only had money. That seems sick. Alright, the shop prices are cheap because we got like a half price thing. Yeah, get some cheap card selection going on here. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this says 142 right now. If I click this, what does it say now? 199. Holy. Sunburn. Corruption multiplier. Saint's pelvis. Carved dice. Reroll. So normally this is 22 and change. That's a lot. I don't know what corruption multiplier means. I'm gonna reroll. Oh, absolutely. Big defense multiplier. This is doing so much more damage now. We're multiplying, dude. We're really multiplying. That cactus did damage to me. That's fucking rude. How fast these fuckers are dying, dude. Yeah, give me another fucking dash charge. Our mobility, like our actual movement speed, is getting pooped on because of the sand armor, so having dashes might be a big deal. Although I do have the simple fact that... Okay, let me see if this does anything. See, that didn't do anything for Death Aura. So that's probably not worth it. But it helps my other things, I guess. I could pick up Magic Wand. We still have a weapon slot available. Is this considered magic? Increased power of magic tagged weapon. Yep. Yeah, we want Magic Wand with the garlic. Make it pump even more, dude. Carved dice. Recursion, yep. Do I want to shop? I guess I don't have any choice, really. I guess I could go for question mark instead. Yeah, let's just do a shop. Oh, another fortress. Another recursion. Can't buy both. Increase monster amount by 20%. Reduce monster health by 20%. Ooh, that seems so good too. I have to take recursion though. Does this work against bosses? If it works against bosses, it seems so good. I'm not sure if it does. I kind of assume that it's probably OP if it does. 2 recursions is pretty damn good though. There isn't really any reason for me to take more magic wands, to be honest. Kind of just have it so that it buffs my ring damage. Tower. Knocking out all kinds of achievements. Ooh, another tower. Look at my stats somewhere. 220 health. That's big. Man, this base defense is going down so low. Maybe I'll take this now. Feels like so long to get a fucking level. Heaviness. I mean, I'm just worried if this like knocks back the things that get into my circle. That's the problem with this thing. I don't want that to happen. They're already slowed. I want them to be slowed and stuck in there. I don't want them to get knocked back. I don't know if that happens, but maybe I should just try it just to see, but I don't know. Shows me again, maybe I'll just try it. Forged iron.
Meow.
Scented jar. Plus max health, plus base power, plus base defense, but I get 2 base corruption? What does that mean? I mean, I think I'm going to take that thing, but... Oh, corruption makes the enemies stronger. That's right. That's okay. Does it, like, tell me how much? Anywheres? Increases their max health by 40%, increases damage by 10%. I mean, that is like quite a bit harder. But that was a really good item that I picked up. I haven't taken damage in so long that I don't know. Okay, there's some damage. If this thing melees me, it hits me for that much. What about this guy? That barely did damage. Open Grain, how's it going? Yeah, let's get our move speed back up above 100. We reached level 100. I guess that's something. Yeah, it's showing me this thing again. I'm gonna click on it, and I just want to see if I put it on here, if it knocks enemies back. That's kind of all I want to know. If it knocks them back, I maybe don't want it. But the damage of this thing just went ballistic when I put it on there, so... Concentration gained a level over its maximum value. Holy fuck. Okay. My circle's really small now, but... It doesn't seem to knock them back. So, I guess it's good. Circle is just really little now. I don't know if there's any way I can get some area, but it's a really small circle. Break some crates? Okay. I think I'm find some crates. There's one. Five more. I don't know what doing this bonus objective really does, but... 4 more. Three. Maybe one more. Somewhere. We did it. Well, that didn't seem like much of a... I guess we get more rewards for the optional reward. Seemed like much of it. Oh, that was just a regular one. Okay, let's see what the triple skull means. Break crates, survive a minute 25. Where are your crates, brothers? I gotta break some crates in the time limit. Base power. One more crate. Where are you, crate? Here's one. We did it. Well, that wasn't really like much harder or anything. Now what's this? Blacksmith. Still can't afford a limit break. Projectiles break down to 3 smaller projectiles. Should probably buy that rune. And another one. Should I just take this anyways? I don't know. Maybe it's good. I think I like can't like get any more stuff. I think like most of the stuff I picked is like pretty close to capped. Oh, I guess these things are like unlimited. These like really basic ones, they're like unlimited. Alright, time for the boss. Which I'm assuming is going to be a different boss and not that goblin guy again. Drinking any scotch today? In about 45 minutes, we're going to do a live review. Which may be scotch, or it may be literally anything. It could be anything. Anything I haven't done. We'll just randomly select something. Mathematically, it would likely be scotch, I suppose, but it could be anything. But yeah, I usually start that in like 45 minutes. Okay. Corruption from altar is 0.14. I don't know what that means. Alright, one more altar. It's time for boss. I guess as I light these altars, the monsters get harder. I guess is what that means. Slay the boss. It's a worm. Sandworm. Alright, there's an attack of some kind. Ooh, okay. I'm not going to let him slap me. That would probably be bad. Oh, now he's got a shield. What's he doing? Oh god, he's summoning a bunch of little shitters. Okay, that's all that was. Looks like he's got like maybe 3 phases. Or 3 breakpoints. Like once I get him to that next line, he probably does something else. Yeah. Oh god. That is many little goobers. I wonder if it's like something different on this next bar. That would be more interesting. Oh, he's moving a lot quicker now. He hit me for sure. Am I dead? Or is he dead? He's dead. He almost hit me. Somehow the shurikens actually did more damage than the death aura, which is kind of wild because I was like assuming the death aura was like my main ability, but apparently the shurikens did more damage by like double. That's kind of wild. Alright, so bonus damage to enemy for each of their bestiary completion. Huh. Banishments. Not sure what that actually means, but We'll just keep plugging away at the lower tier. These are all higher tier. Experience multiplier on overkill. Interesting. Get one of those. I think I can get in here. No, these are all way more expensive. Allow artifact rewards to be re-rolled. Well, that's 10k, not 10. Yeah. Unlock Shuriken talent. Pretty close on some of these other ones. Holy. I unlocked so much things. I'm not sure what a tainted card means. You unlocked talents. Talents? Start run with Shuriken. That's not much of a talent. Every 25 levels, your card selection only has heroic cards. Gain projectiles. Increase tainted and ascended card drop chance. I don't even know what that means. Interesting. Does the other guy have different ones? No, I just have to unlock. Oh, I guess I can start with Shuriken on this guy, even though he doesn't normally have the chance to start with Shuriken, maybe? Does he? I think he has that chance anyway. Challenges. Oh, interesting. I can add additional difficulty modifiers so I get more soul coins. So, like, I can't level up my weapon. No shop, no blacksmith, no stage reward. No soul shop bonuses. Cannot fucking move, apparently. No evolutions. Interesting. Was this all of Safid's suggestions? Interesting. So now I could do a run. If I do D, then I could do a run that's longer. Like 3 zones probably. I don't know if I have time for that right now. What if I do F rank survivors mode? What's that going to be like? Bit of curiosity. We try. Oh, this is aimed direction. Oh. Impenetrable. I'm not sure if certain cards are unique to certain classes or if I just happened to not get them on this guy last time. Ashes. Don't know if I want this wind blade again, man. I didn't like this weapon that much, to be honest. You're back, are ya? God's Wrath pretty good, but I need to max out this area for sure. Off the microphone, you. Feels like I just stand here. Everything seems okay, right? Base power, base corruption. That's a lot of corruption. Let's do it. Fuck it. Hey, you. What are you doing? Hey. They're like not coming for me. They're like flying around in random directions. You're being a little bit of a pain in the butt. You just want to beat up the microphone. It's not really for rubbing your face on. That's really not the intention of it. Oi. Chill. Every 10 seconds, you create a surface of 8 meters covered by vines. Sure, let's just see what that does. Oh. I thought it was going to be like a random area on the screen. But if it's right on top of me, that's goated. Nice. Definitely don't have to move. Name of the game? This game is called Rogue Genesea, I think is what it's called. More area. Alright, if I get some more area, I'll have to increase my... Actually, even now, I kind of need to increase my pickup a little bit. Because things are dying outside my natural pickup radius. Candle base purification. Purifies the corruption. Rose kunai around you. Wait, is this a PBOE? I do have some corruption, so this seems pretty good. But I have another chance to get this, right? If this is a PBAOE, it's kind of what I want. It's not that many projectiles is the thing. Okay, more projectiles, the more levels it has. Okay, that's better. I do need some more pickup radius. XP critical. I can't critical with my ring. This reduces my base power, but adds projectiles. But I don't. If I reduce my base power, it's gonna make my ring do less damage. I don't want that. You defeat a great foe. Select your artifact. Taking damage increases your power multiplier. Yeah. Okay, let's make sure this is on the right thing. It is. Can I put it on more than one? No. More vines, bigger vines. Yep. Heavy pickaxe, eh? That's a lot of base power. Base power, base defense, piercing. I guess I could just sit here and let stuff accumulate. Ice Nova? I didn't like this last time. Upon killing an elite, heal 12% of your max health. That doesn't seem particularly useful. I guess once ranged enemies spawn, maybe I can't do this, just stand here anymore, but... Yeah, so this does work with our ring. We did learn that. Yeti's Heart. Base max health, base defense, reduced attack speed, that's okay. Wild drop chance multiplier? I don't know, but sure. Hopefully, like, stuff won't be accumulating anymore. Jerkin? Seems like if you just stand in one place, eventually the mobs get confused and kind of just wander around in a weird way. They stop, like, coming after you. It's like these skeletons are just, like, randomly like, these ones are running away. Like, it's like eventually the AI gets, like, kind of confused. Like, why is the player not moving? Wonder if it starts sending bosses at me. You would think naturally that would happen eventually, right? Oh, there's an elite. You did hit me. It did damage. Oh yeah, reduce monster health, increase monster amount. I'm so about that. More monsters, no problem. We hit any number of monsters. What do you think, Cat? You're so full of your own fur. These kunais just barely kill some things outside of my pickup range. What am I targeting? I guess I can aim one of my kunais. Do you think we should necrotic bone it again? Fucking do it. Bats are just running around in circles, man. Gotta clear them out. They're confused on what to do. They're not coming to murder me like they're supposed to. High intensity gameplay. Holy fuck. Turtle. I'm down with the turtle. Am I turtly enough for the turtle club? Turtle, turtle. Ooh. Give me this one. How fat is our ring now? 9466 DPS. That's an amount. Although clearly it's not doing enough because things are getting closer to me. There's a world where they could touch me. Some of these stupid bats dead. They're just like wandering around. Fairy in a bottle. Health regen multiplier. More wild drop chance. More corruption multiplier. Sure. I think that was not worth it, but... Okay, Goblin Man at 15 minutes. Oh, my boy is so slow. It's gonna take for fucking ever. I have no single target. I don't know what I should use for single target. Think I can get a beam? That being said, he doesn't really do any damage to me. He summons that group of goblins and they just die instantly. Oh, he's doing damage to me. I gotta respect a little bit. Just a little bit. Whoa! Castle. Sure, I'll build a castle. Free reroll, more selection. Shields you from all harm for 4 seconds after taking damage. Give me another option. Ow. Well, I feel like I might need another weapon. My single target is really not it. You're back, are you? And the kunai is really not... It's not that weapon. What are you doing, kitten? Hey, what are you doing? Oh shit. Cat flashbang, cat flashbang. I can't see what's going on, darling. Oh, I'm dead, I think. Unlucky. Wait, world saved? Wait, did I win? Was I a winner? I don't understand. You are being a little menace. Yeah, I am being a little menace. You goober. Okay, we got some stuff done. Stuff done with that. Okay, we'll waste points on. Got a good amount of points. Alright, so we've maxed out the F tier shop rewards, so now we can work on E's. Base power multiplier. Boop, boop, boop. XP gain. Got 62 left. Does that get me anything? A rarity reroll? How many of these, like, unlockables are there in here? Katana. Oh, there's still a whole bunch, dude. Still a whole bunch. Okay. Well, it's about time. Exit that. Okay. Just change your category here. Alright, let's see if we can find... See if we can find something that I've never reviewed. Out of this wheel. See if we can spin it enough times that we find a thing. I still got two. I still got a post on Discord too. But backlogged a little bit. Already reviewed that one. I didn't double check to make sure everything's in this fucking wheel yet, but now there's still definitely things in here that we haven't touched. Otherwise, I'll just have to roll dice against my inventory list. Oh my god, what are the odds that I would get that same bottle twice out of all the options on this fucking wheel? Did I do that? I don't know if I did that. No, I don't think so. I don't think we've done this one. So alas, it's not scotch. It's bourbon. One of the few bourbons we haven't touched yet. A little bit of a spicy one, too. All right. Thankfully, since I reorganized the whole cabinet, I know exactly where it is. Isn't that wild? Alright, so I'm gonna go get Glenn some water. I'll be right back. Zaramar, how's it going? So yeah, I guess the wheel has selected one of the few bourbons that I haven't reviewed, and it'll be one of the few bourbons that we will be able to review in the near future, considering geopolitical climate, I suppose. So I'll get out a few tidbits here, and then we'll get going. Just relaxing, nice. I was vegetating on a 2 Point Museum earlier. Those like brainless strategy games where like time just disappears and you like look up and it's like, oh shit, that I wasted 5 hours. That's my like go-to vegetation game. Like games like Civilization and stuff like that, where your brain is just doing minute strategy things, and then you look at the time and it's like, oh fuck. Alright, so today, live review of the Bullet Bourbon Barrel Strength Batch 7. I think this is like a year's batch old. I think Batch 8 is the most recent batch from 2024. I think this is a 2023 bottle. I'm not sure how I ended up with this so late. But this is Batch 7 from the Bullet Bourbon Distillery, and this is owned by Diageo, our friends at Diageo. And if you can believe it, Bullet Bourbon is not actually producing whiskey right now. Diageo is, for efficiency reasons, decided to pause production. So we'll see what that's about. In either case, this is, again, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey that, of course, I acquired before weird things happened in the world. And this is 60.1% ABV or 120.2 proof. It is non-chill filtered, and it is roughly 5 to 8 years old. In a number 4 char, new charred oak barrel, as you kind of would assume when it comes to Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Now, one of the interesting things about Bullet Bourbon is they have a couple different mash bills. And they have a couple different yeast strains that they use. So one mash bill that they do use for 100% certain is 68% corn, 28% rye, 4% malted barley. So that is a higher rye mash bill. But there's 2 different mash bills. And I'm not 100% sure on what the second one is. I have a hard time finding what the second mash bill is. And they also have 5 different yeast strains. So they have 2 mash bills. And then each of those mash bills is fermented among 5 different yeast strains that promotes different flavors. And then those different recipes are then vatted to create the Bullet Bourbon whiskey. So this is technically like a mix of 2 mash bills and 5 yeast strains. So it's kind of like a little bit all over the place. And if you actually go to the Bullet Bourbon Distillery, you can taste these different yeast strains and mash bills separately and kind of see how that accents certain factors within the whiskey. But their actual bottled products are kind of like a blend of all those different recipes. One also tidbit, I suppose, about the Bullet Bourbon Distillery is it was manufactured through Diageo's investment, and it is a carbon neutral distillery. Everything going on there is carbon neutral. So that's kind of interesting. A lot of whiskey producers, the interesting thing about whiskey is everything in whiskey is long term, right? Every time you distill something, you know that product, minimum 3 years, but it probably won't be enjoyed for another 8 to, if it's Scotch, maybe even 25 or 30 years. So sustainability is very important when it comes to whiskey because everyone's thinking long term. I think if I make so much whiskey, 1 or 2% of those barrels might end up in a 30 or 40-year-old barrel. We have to consider what's going to happen in that amount of time. Is this distillery still going to be standing? So sustainability is very important in spirits production. So of course, Diageo's thinking we're going to make a carbon neutral distillery. It's 100% zero emission. And of course, since this is Diageo's, one of Diageo's bourbon brands, this particular brand also supplies barrels for brands you might know, like Johnny Walker or Don Julio. These are brands that use barrels, ex-bourbon barrels, to age either their tequila or scotch. So barrels from Bulleit Bourbon get used in those other endeavors through Diageo, because casks are still a hot commodity. Used ex-bourbon barrels, you know, they're not as expensive as they used to be, but they had a price hike not too long ago. So keeping those barrels in company to reduce cost is always important, I suppose. But if you're a Johnny Walker enjoyer, there's a good chance that some of your Johnny Walker ended up with a Bulleit Bourbon barrel, but they also will probably take any barrel they can get. But of course, this is natural color. Again, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey is not subject to E150 like we are in pretty much every other kind of whiskey. So natural color of this, and this is at barrel strength, so really it's not that dark when you consider that it's barrel strength here. This is 60.1% alcohol. So it's not like super duper dark. And again, it's roughly 5 to 8 years old from the like average information that I have, which technically makes it like a 5-year-old, but it's a mix of 5 to 8-year-old barrels, depending on how they feel about them in their maturation cycle, I suppose. So we're going to rate this out of 100, 25 for aroma, 25 for palate, 25 for finish, 10 for texture, and 15 for my personal experience. Which I know from drinking maybe roughly 45% of this, that it's not my favorite cask strength bourbon, but it's not bad. It does run a little hot. It's not like some of those cask strengths that you drink and you're like, well, it's cask strength, but it's not that bad. No, this is hot. It's a little hot. So we're gonna give that just a minute. And of course, Ager is on here and tracked all kinds of for a signature white and orange everywhere. Oh, you're here, Bees Knees. You're here. Just in time. I don't know what it is recently, but for me, every time work's been making you work. God, how dare they? That's criminal. But every time I nose new charred oak barrels these days, the very first thing is bullshit. Yeah, very first thing I get out of them is like a powdered cocoa note, but just for like a second. Like just for like a second at first, and then it's gone. I don't know what that is, but almost all the bourbons I've noticed recently, I kind of get a little bit of that. So right now, like what's hitting me basically is just a little bit of like a brighter red fruit kind of character, like a cherry. And I do get like some of that cornbread kind of essence. A little bit of butteriness. It is a little hot on the nose, a little singy, but yeah, just like a little bit of that red cherry, some kind of like darker cornbread. A little bit of that like corn buttery kind of flavor. I'm getting a little bit of like red licorice now, so like that cherry and like maybe some of that rye getting together a little bit. Yeah, I think for me right now, like that kind of like red, not like Twizzlers, but like if you ever had like the Twizzlers pull and peel, like the like lighter colored one that you can peel them. It smells like that. Yeah, like that Twizzlers pull and peel, cornbread, corn buttery note. Maybe like a very slight amount of like, it's like spiciness. But not like super duper strong on it. And kind of like that initial fleeting cocoa powder. But yeah, it's a little hot. I know it's going to be hot on the palate too, but... Not too much else hit me right off the gate. And one of the things that I know about this one is, in my memory, is that there's a cornbread note that comes across really dark on the palate, like a burnt cornbread toast or something, like a dark cornbread. I don't know that it gets super duper sweet in this particular bottle, but there is a sweetness about that kind of like Twizzlers pull and peel cherry kind of note. It's like a little bit sweet, but I'm not getting like that syrup or brown sugar caramel thing at all. And there is a slight woodiness, but I wouldn't call it oak, and it's kind of faint in the background. Not like oakiness, but like softwood lumber. All right. So not a bad set of aromas actually for bourbon. For bourbon, not bad. For bourbon, not bad. But we're gonna try this on the palate. Bullet bourbon, barrel strength, batch 7. That's gonna be hot. Cheers. Yeah, the initial sip is hot in the palate. That being said, very good flavor on the palate. Initially, right on the attack, a little bit of that kind of like licorice fruit note. Then straight into like oakiness, so that oakiness I wasn't finding on the aroma. Definitely a main player on the palate. Kind of like a growing cinnamon spice as you hold it on the palate. I'm not getting as much of that like dark burnt cornbread thing on the palate, but into the finish, we'll probably have a better sense of it in a couple of sips, but because it's quite hot on the finish. But you kind of have like that growing baking spice note, then you get hit with kind of like that burnt toasty cornbread kind of character. You do get some of that like vanilla and vanilla and oakiness, and then kind of like as it's getting through the finish for me, I still get a little bit of right now. It's like maybe long minus, at least initially. I'm getting a very slight banana. Kind of like you get off Jack Daniels or Old Forester, not Old Forester, Woodford Reserve. There's a very slight banana note at the back of the finish. And it's a little bit buttery too. So it's like, actually not that bad. I'm actually interested in seeing how this develops after like I've taken the heat for a sip or two. Because when I remember like previous times where we've tried this whiskey, that kind of like bitter, dark, burnt cornbread toast thing was very overpowering on this particular bottle. And maybe that's tamed somewhat with this amount of kind of oxygen. I don't want to say oxygenation because that's not right, but oxygen exposure, evaporation, and compound changes. That being said, obviously when we compared this one to the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, it was a month or two ago now. This one did fall a little bit short on the like overall strength of flavor, but it stands very well on its own, I think. I think Elijah Craig Barrel Proof is just really good. It's hard to compete with that. So I'm curious if this will actually score a little bit better than I anticipated. Oh, we're hitting some butterscotch for me now. You could call it caramel too. For me, it's a little buttery, so I'm gonna say butterscotch. Yeah, that's the one thing about this particular bottle is there's some vanilla hitting me right now too. That's actually pretty good. Despite the fact there's lots of rye, it's not super rye spicy. It doesn't have nearly the same depth of rye character, at least compared to like high rye bourbon. Like where it's like really high rye. Yeah, the nose right now is like all vanilla and butterscotch. And this one is coming across a little bit more buttery than average. A little tiny amount of that red licorice thing is still there. There's the corn breadiness kind of back playing a little further back now. But it's all kind of like up front on vanillas and butterscotch. So some pretty good development on the aroma. Of course, these are pretty easy notes to detect. It's not like hiding. That being said, it's not doing like the emergent flavors kind of thing, but it has had some development. Yeah, it's just like all sweet and vanilla right now. So on the finish, immediately quite spicy. Some of that burnt cornbread. Get into some oak character. I'm waiting for that banana. Still oak and cinnamon spice. And then like way at the back. Way at the back, like about now, is like a little bit of this banana thing. And it's like the exact same kind of banana thing you get off Jack Daniels. Palette, mostly the same. Mostly kind of the same things going on the palette. A little bit of that slight fruity character. We get some butteriness, large oak presence. That oak kind of grows into that kind of spicy back palette. So a couple different notes, some great intensity. Of course, it's add barrel strength, but we're not hunting at all for flavor. It still drinks like maybe slightly on the hot side, but it's not too bad. The first sip is maybe like the biggest hurdle, but after that, you're kind of good. Maybe a little bit hotter on the finish than I would prefer, but it's not too bad. So we're gonna do one more sip here, and then we'll start talking about numbers. Because at this point, the palette is mostly the same, the finish is mostly the same. We've had some development on the aroma, but at this point, it's kind of settled on that kind of like vanilla butterscotch, toasted cornbread thing. And if you want to try to find some of that rye character, it's in there. So I'll just take one more sip and then probably be good. Layer of sweetness to the palate. Kind of like nondescript, simple syrup, kind of layer of sweetness. I feel pretty comfortable calling this a long finish, though. It kind of seems like it has just a little bit more legs than I'm expecting. Texture's pretty good. And now we're on like sip 3. Like the sip 3, it's like there's no heat to it. So it's not that bad. It's not like super hot. It's less hot for sure than like Alberta Premium Cask Strength, for example. So from the top at 25 on the aroma, Initially, we had some of that cocoa powder into like some butteriness. It's that red pull and peel licorice, slight softwood lumber note, a slight baking spice character, with that like kind of like darker cornbread notes, and then kind of eventually we landed on like butterscotch and vanilla. Not terribly oaky, but a good range, good intensity. We'll call it 18 and a 25. All right. All right, so on the palate, again, it's mostly like slight red fruit, pull and peel Twizzlers note, large oak presence, growing spiciness, a bit of like simple syrup. You do get some butteriness in there. Dark cornbread, burnt cornbread, toasted cornbread. Doesn't really show up till the finish for me. We'll call palette at 18. And on the finish, right when you swallow, you get some of those very loud, intense, kind of cinnamon spice notes, followed by some oakiness and some burnt cornbread. And then you kind of like linger on that cinnamon spice and oak note. And at the very back, you get a banana, kind of a banana thing, like a Runts banana candy artificial banana note. Again, similar to what you get from a Brown-Forman product. But it's like way at the back of the finish. Pretty long finish too. You like the finish. I like it. We'll call it 19. So out of 10, let's talk about the texture, which is pretty good. It's a pretty good texture. It's a good amount of thickness. It's not the thickest. That's pretty good. We still have to decide if this. I don't think it's more than 8. I have to decide if it's like less than 7, basically. I'm giving myself a moment because I totally mouthwashed that finish, so my gums are a little numb. Bonk. Pretty reasonable mouthfeel. Good coat. I'll give it a 7. So out of 15, my personal experience, my personal subjective experience with this whiskey, and if I'm gonna be honest, it's improved for me. This bottle fill, reaching this bottle fill has definitely improved it for me. Probably like, man, here and up, the whole thing kind of drank somewhat like bitter dark burnt cornbread, and that's kind of like subsided and kind of reclined into the finish for the most part at this particular point. So some air has kind of appreciated, I feel, this particular whiskey, I'm tasting it different today than I have tasted in the past. I've done a lot of comparisons with this whiskey, and a lot of them are against other cask strength bourbons. And a lot of times this one didn't really shine against those other options. But when we're evaluating it simply on its own, it's got some good merits. There's some intense flavors. There's a good variety of flavors. Mouthfeel's pretty good. Catching that little bit of banana fruit at the end of the finish, I think really adds something. It's something a little different that you don't kind of always get. That being said, again, it's bourbon. It's regular old bourbon. It's regular old cask strength bourbon. It's not doing anything too wild and crazy. Kind of we get the notes that we would expect. They're at a good intensity. We're not like wanting necessarily for more, but we kind of get roughly what we expect. Not anything wild or interesting. But it's still done a pretty reasonable job overall. But nothing that is making it stand out. Why would I grab this particular cask strength bourbon against other cask strength bourbons is the question I tend to ask in this particular part of the evaluation. And I don't really see any reason why I would pick this one over, you know, a 1792 full proof, or you know, a wild turkey rare breed, or you know, again, Elijah Craig barrel proof, or any of these other kind of barrel proof straight bourbon products. It doesn't do a great job of standing out against those. The main character it has that those don't really have is like bitter burnt cornbread, which is not really like that great of a thing to be unique about you. But that being said, it's not doing a bad job. It's okay. So for me, this is kind of like lower mid-grade. We'll call it 6 out of 15. It's a distinct experience. It's not forgettable, but it's not doing much to stand out against other bottles of similar price point and of similar strength in the same category. So if we tally that up, if we give it a good tally there, 18 and 18 and 19. Hey, we gave it some good numbers. It's got some good numbers, despite the fact that it's, you know, not that interesting. 68. We give it a 68 out of 100. Which is great. It's actually a great whiskey. It's barely a great whiskey. So despite the fact that I kind of just said some maybe not the nicest things about it, you know, it's impactful. The flavor's there. The aromas are there. There's some aroma depth there. You get several notes on the palate. They're all pretty intense. You get several notes on the finish. They're all pretty intense. So nothing to like, you know, nothing bad going on here. It's just not standing out very much for me. It's not doing that thing. So not bad. Overall, not too bad. Although I heard that the later batch, the batch 8, was maybe better. I ended up with the batch 7, which a lot of people I think said was not their favorite batch. So maybe batch 8 is like really good. I don't know. But I ended up with batch 7. Again, not a bad bourbon. But again, you know, Bourbons at cask strength, you know, if they give a little bit of dimension, they're going to end up with a pretty reasonable score, right? Like, you know, they got some good dimension. They got quite a few notes, you know, good flavor intensity. Bourbon is the place where like value is pretty good in bourbon. Like if you look at what you get for the same price in Scotch, the flavor intensity and the flavor range you get in like bourbons is up to a certain price is like so much higher value, right? You get like mid-range bourbon, you get some pretty good flavor intensity in those for the price that you pay, but it's kind of like, well, there's a little bit of a bubble there that it's hard to break out of, right? Can you really get those regular old cask strength, really aggressive new charred oak barrel whiskeys to really break out of that new charred oak shell and really be truly amazing? It's pretty hard to do, I think. Whereas like when you get some scotches that are, you know, have a little bit of age on them or some interesting barrel characters, it's really easy to make a very complex and interesting product once you've gotten out of like that $60 to $80 price point. But yeah, some good value, I think, in cask strength bourbon. Definitely deserves the score that it got, I think. Just not doing anything that is that interesting. That it's really going to separate itself from its peers. That like almost 30% rye was just not enough rye for me to be like, hey, there's dill and pine and licorice in here. There's a little bit of licorice, but it's not like super duper on, you know, the rye notes. Like it wasn't root beer and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like what kind of like what we get out of the Peerless. What do we rate the Peerless, out of curiosity? I can't remember what we rated the Peerless, because I really like the Peerless. We have the Peerless of 77. So, you know, that being said, 77 is not that much higher than the 68, but it's kind of like, well, how do you get out of the 60s? You got to be doing something a little special, I think, for me to really get out of the 60s. Again, every single number I gave that Peerless was higher than every single number I gave this. It wasn't that much higher, but it was a little higher. I think it's just that extra, the little bit of extra, that kind of takes it from being like pretty good to being really great. And again, we don't really know exactly the mash bill that's in the Peerless High Rye Bourbon, but I get the feeling based on the way it drinks that it's like real close to like 40% rye or something like that. It's a high rye for sure. But they don't really release the mash bill for those things. You can sip and eat, but you're probably more value as a cocktail mixer. For like the basic bullet, I mean, probably. This is definitely like a little bit more. I don't know, like, I think this is like triple the price almost of what like your regular bullet bourbon goes for. And again, they probably have a higher quality of barrels in this vatting too. It's not just that it's cask strength. It's more than double the price. In my market, it's more than double the price for this one against the regular one. That being said, there's also a bullet bourbon 10-year-old, which is like maybe 2/3 the price of this one. So I didn't know they had a 10-year-old age stated bullet bourbon, but apparently that is also a thing. It'd be interesting to kind of see it. Unfortunately, the political climate's not good for this, but if I could get like a regular bullet and a 10 bullet and then this bullet, it would be kind of nice to kind of see that progression. They do have some of the batch 8 still available in Alberta. They can't get any more, but they still have some like on the shelf. And it's about 0.8% alcohol more. But I heard this Badge 8 was maybe a little better. I don't know. But again, the cask strength one's not bad. And again, it's because you get lots of flavor with cask strength. That's kind of like one of the things that, you know, and maybe even this regular strength. What's the ABV of the regular strength bullet bourbon? Like, it might not realistically be that bad. But it'll probably have a similar, like, flavor intensity to, like, Wild Turkey 101. That's kind of like the what I would expect. .45% alcohol. Okay. Yes, that's it's a little bit. It's quite a bit lighter. But yeah, not bad. Again, good value, I think. Cask strength bourbon. It's so intense, and the flavors are so loud and impactful that it's hard to not like give it at least a minimum reasonable score, right? Because as soon as the liquid hits your lips, you're getting huge, bold, intense flavors. And like, if I spent this amount of money on a scotch, and again, we don't rate based off of price, but if I spent this amount of money on a scotch, there's a good chance that the flavors would be very tame. Even if it was like 40% alcohol or 46% alcohol, like even if it's not 80 proof, you would still end up with a scotch that's like, you know, there's a mix of interesting flavors here, but they're not that intense. This is loud and bold and intense flavors, so you do get some good value there. But of course, again, it's hard to break out of that shell. It's hard to make a bourbon score much better than this, because you give it cask strength. You can't age it too long because it becomes over oaked and woody. It's really hard to make this really sing, but to get like a mid 60s score, pretty good. Like it's pretty, it can get those mid 60s, I think cask strength bourbons are going to continue to get pretty reasonable mid 60 scores for me because they're so intense and flavorful. But breaking out of that shell, man, it's hard to do with a new charred oak barrel. You can't. There's just the range of flavor there. It's hard to hit. It's hard to compete with a scotch that's going to give you like a list of tasting notes like as long as a dissertation. And those notes are like interesting and wild and different and all over the place. They're not the same ones every time. Like my personal experience score, I think on these cask strength bourbons will always be a little low. They need to like get out of their shell a little bit. They gotta like, you gotta show me something funky. Like you gotta show me a grape or a plum or you know, something, man. It's gotta be a little bit out of the box for this to give me a good experience, I think. What's this doing that other bourbons aren't doing? Not very much. So yeah. Reasonable. But yeah, this is one of the few bourbons we haven't reviewed. I can actually, wildly enough, I can actually go to my spirits review section and click on the bourbon tag, and I'll know all the bourbons we've done. So this one, we did the Wild Turkey 101, we did the Michter's Small Batch, we did the Rabbit Hole Cave Hill. Why can't I scroll? We did the Maker's 101. We did the Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Select, did the Pure's High Rye Bourbon, we did the Wild Turkey Rare Breed. What else is left? We did Elijah Craig, the regular one. So we haven't done Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. And we haven't done 1792 Full Proof. So those are the bourbons I know for sure they're left. We haven't done regular old Buffalo Trace. We haven't done Blanton's. That Blanton's that I have. I guess there's a good amount left. We still got Larceny, Weller Special Reserve, Woodford Double Oaked. That's what's left for bourbons. And then after that, I don't know when we'll ever do another bourbon after that. There's Angel's Envy too, if you count that. Because that's all the bourbons that I have right now, and I don't know when more will be available near me. But that's okay. That's okay. We have a wide world of scotch to taste from. And yeah, yesterday when I did the cabinet, I was talking to Mark, and Mark reminded me that there's some Irish whiskeys at cask strength I really probably should try. So I might get some Irish again, which I'm a little slacked on Irish, but I haven't been super impressed with the Irish that I bought. But you know, there's some Redbreast cask strength around. Blue Spot is also cask strength whiskey that's around. We might try some like higher proof Irish stuff, or some stuff from Bushmills. I've been pretty like satisfied with the things that I've gotten from Bushmills actually. So we might get a Bushmills 12. We might get a Black Bush, a few Bushmills things, and kind of see like how we feel about those ones. The Middleton stuff that's not cask strength, it's been a little miss for me, but we'll try some stuff. And again, there's also rums and cognacs and Japanese whiskeys around the corner too. So, but of course, everything that's unopened right now is Scotch. I think I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 unopened scotches, 1 unopened cognac, and 1 unopened rum. So we also, the poll for March 29th has completed. The unfortunate reality is it's a tie between Crown Royal Harvest Rye, Remy Martin VSOP, and Aberlour 12-year. I get the feeling that Cap was the one who voted for Remy Martin VSOP, and I think Cap is actually in Japan right now. So we maybe will like chill on the cognac until Cap gets back, because I think he's in. I think he would like to see that, and I think he's not going to be around for a bit. So we'll either do Crown Royal Harvest Rye or Aberlour 12, or both. I don't know. We could do both. Crown Royal Harvest Rye is not expensive, at least not up here. Look good. You happy with it? I don't know if you've seen. I did post a picture on the Inside Scoop in Discord of the whole thing. But yeah, we did get it all finished, so it's all in there. And that one's empty now. But yeah, everything's in that one. It's all in region and then alphabetical order. That being said, there are some tubes in there that don't fit great. I'm trying to decide if I want to, like, since the cabinet is opaque, I have the luxury of getting rid of all of the tubes. I'm not sure if I want to do that. It's kind of an ongoing mental debate. The tubes make it harder to fit stuff in there, but to a certain extent, it is also part of the like experience of the whiskey. So I'm not sure if I'm going to get rid of the tubes or not. I may or may not. That being said, there's no floor whiskey right now, but the cabinet is basically full. Now the old cabinet is empty, so we can fill the old cabinet again. But we know that ends up buying a new cabinet eventually. But I think that's where we'll end up eventually. We'll just end up with more of those cabinets. It's fine. But yeah, not bad. I like the cabinet. It's not like the showiest piece, but it's pretty hard to show the whiskey, I think, without subjecting it to UV radiation. So, kind of it is what it is with that. But yeah, the stuff doesn't fit like immaculately in there. It probably would fit way better without the tubes. That being said, as I get kind of like more and more space, I'll have a bit of more of a luxury to like tailor the shelves to the stuff that's in them. But right now, I don't really have enough space for that. Like, for example, the Glenfiddich tubes are one of the tallest things in there. If I was in the world that the Glenfiddich tubes were taking up a whole shelf, I could make that shelf fit Glenfiddich tubes and then, you know, reduce the space for other shelves. But right now I don't have enough space to like kind of do that. It's kind of like a mix and match. So, but yeah, it's been good for the most part. Satisfied. Yeah, a little bit behind on posting reviews to Discord, but I'll get on that. And other stuff. But I will be ready for the 29th. We're gonna pick up some more things for the 29th. Yeah, I think that's mostly it. I haven't wrote a community news in a little bit, have I? I think I should probably do that. Yeah, it's been more than 2 weeks, so I should probably write a community news. I try to do it every 2 weeks, but I forget like how long it's been sometimes. I probably was supposed to write one today, but I'll write one. Still have this thing. This thing's still here too. Whenever we get to 20 sub points, I promise we'll open it someday. I didn't do blind samples yet. I guess that's the thing that I'm behind on. I need to fix blind sample box. Fuck, that's gonna have to be next weekend. You know, I'm thinking about blind samples is like, in order for me to do the initial cleaning, I want to be home and not at work, because I have to like clean them and then let them air dry, and I don't want to like leave them all out while I'm at work, because then cats and stuff, and it's anyway. Want something Irish for St. Patrick's Day? Yeah, do I have Irish things left to review? I probably do. I probably haven't done. Have I reviewed a Redbreast? I probably should have reviewed a Redbreast today. You're right. I totally forgot. I meant to do a Robbie Burns scotch for Robbie Burns Day too, and I just forgot. It's like there's just enough going on in my life that like when you add one more thing, I fucking forget. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, there's the Teeling, but I also haven't reviewed any of the Redbreasts or the Jameson 5 Oak. There's a good amount of Irish I haven't reviewed yet. I just forgot. I must have just forgot. Yeah, I should do that next time. I'll write a reminder so that when this happens next year, I'll write a calendar reminder for St. Patrick's Day next year. Fuck. What's the next thing coming up? Easter? What can you even do with that? What can you even do with Easter? Should I get a British whiskey? Can I get a British whiskey? An English whiskey? Not a Scotch whiskey, but an English whiskey? I could do that. Never mind, just kidding. It says 0 products available. I don't know if there's any English whiskey around. There's French whiskey. No English whiskey. No Cotswolds or anything like that. Unlucky. Yeah. Anyway. I think that's it. I think that's all. I enjoyed this random rogue game I played today. This random rogue Genesea game. It wasn't bad. I didn't hate that game. I think that's kind of like where we're at. We're gonna be on like a little bit of a indie game kick. We finished Do No Harm. One of the endings of Do No Harm on the weekend. It wasn't a bad game, but I don't know if I liked it enough to try to play for another ending. And I got 2 Point Hospital. I played some 2 Point Hospital yesterday, which that seems like the kind of game that like it has stream functions. It actually has Twitch TV chat interaction functions, but I just feel like that's the game no one's gonna want to watch. It's a game that I like to play, but I don't think anyone wants to watch. Kind of like Crusader Kings. It's like a game that I would like to play, but no one's going to want to watch. Because everyone's going to look at it and be like, what in the fuck is going on here? And I'll be like, well, you know. What was that other game that was like that? Oh, Frostpunk. Played Frostpunk a while ago. I like that kind of game, but I think it's just the kind of game that it's hard for the viewer unless they're really invested. So I don't know if I'll actually stream those, but I like to play them. There's some crazy deals going on in the UK. Like, what in the world? These guys are posting these These guys are posting some like bottles that are released in the UK, and it's like crazy stuff. Like 61 pounds for a 10-year-old Mordlock? That just seems silly. It seems unfair. Independent bottled Macallan, 48% alcohol, 61 pounds. What the or 61 euros. That seems illegal. Anyway. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you. I'll be back tomorrow. Same time, same place, same things. Until next time. Peace.